Thanksliving! Thanksgiving! All right, well, what are you doing?
Jane, before we start the wet t-shirt contest, I am putting Gardein roasts in the oven. These only take 20 or 25 minutes to bake up, and look, they're already crisp. I pulled them out to sort of flip them over. And we have a whole host of other delicious things that are about to go in the oven. Quinoa cakes and sweet potatoes and sauteed broccoli with garlic. And sauteed mushrooms. And we're going to put it all on a plate and have a pre-Thanksgiving fiesta.
My mouth is watering.
You can actually enjoy a delicious holiday meal without harming any animals.
Some people complain that there's nothing hearty about vegan eating, but if you look at this and you look inside of it, it's very hearty, it's very filling. You know, it does the trick.
It's a stuffed roast, and it's people would not know that this isn't turkey. If that's your thing, if you like eating turkey, you can eat the cruelty-free version, which is delicious, healthier, less expensive,
Ready-made.
and already made, cruelty-free. Have I forgotten anything?
Magnifique! It helps solve world hunger because all that grain isn't going into the meat. It can be distributed better in a more sustainable way, and it's delicious.
Jane, the idea that millions of Americans are going to sit down and give thanks on this holiday around the carcass of a turkey, it just doesn't make any sense. It's such a major disconnect.
A new Mercy for Animals undercover investigation reveals the brutal violence animals face.
What does a big dead bird in the middle of the dining table have to do with giving thanks?
Exactly. They think that one has to go hand in hand with the other, but it really doesn't. And once you basically disconnect that turkey and say, you know, that turkey can live, and we don't just have to pardon a couple of turkeys at the White House, but we can pardon millions, even billions of turkeys, and we can still have a fabulous holiday. I just think it's a win-win for everybody.
It is, Jane, when you think of the millions of turkeys that are right now being fattened up in factory farms, and they're being given hormones and antibiotics to fatten their bodies on top of their fragile legs, only to be slaughtered for what? For one meal? It doesn't make any sense.
Instead of the warm and comforting touch of their mothers, these baby birds are greeted with cold metal.
We're bringing you this now so that you can come up with an alternative.
Often, they become painfully stuck and mangled by factory machinery.
I mean, this is a delicious alternative. There's so many fun ways to do it. I have fun on Thanksgiving. I have a blast. I don't call it Turkey Day. I used to call it Turkey Genocide Day.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and in truth, that's what it is. I mean, it's a day of mass killing of turkeys, or the consuming of turkeys that have been killed en masse. And it doesn't have to be that way. Now's the time to make the decision, because you're going to be doing your shopping shortly, so you can choose. I mean, how many times do you want to do the same thing over and over again, if only for the sake of versatility and originality, to try something different? Don't even tell your guests. Just do it and see what happens.